culture are crucial to all movements for social change. When you think about every successful movement for human rights and justice in the US and really around the world, there's been a part of it that's about arts and culture. Whether it's a coal miner struggle or the suffragettes or the slave songs or the movement for human rights for people of color in the 1960s and 70s, all of those had the power of arts and culture behind them. That was part of what made them movements. So I think there's no question that that has to be a crucial part of success in the movement for immigrant rights and integration.
In a lot of ways, I think that if you are at all close to immigration and you understand the human complexity of it, forget the economic complexity, the human complexity of it, then you know this story. It has somehow impacted you. I'm an immigrant, so we live this all the time. We're thinking about it all the time. Our kids know about this because it's talked about all the time. It is part of our lives as Americans, as immigrants and as artists. So this is part and parcel of my reality.
I think I am an activist, and I like to. The whole question of what led me to initially become a filmmaker was the very idealistic question of whether art could change the world. In this culture, or any culture in the world now, it is so easy to be looked at as the other, and I've always pretty much been looked at as that, and it is so important for our work and our voices to enlighten, to just question who is the other, In
the spring of 2010, there's a big window of time. It's like people are talking about immigration, but there's not any legislation that's going to be happening next week. So we have somewhat of an important window where cultural figures, if we organize and strategize, can influence the debate and shape it more and educate our fans about just how complex the immigration issue is.
And so it's through art that we can really touch people and also help people imagine another kind of future. And so with immigration reform, a lot of what we're losing in the immigration movement is we're losing the battle of the frame, of who is framing the conversation around what immigrants do, how they come to this country, what they do in this country, how they contribute to this country. We're not winning that whole framing, and so art then becomes a very key way for us to reframe how we want to be seen, all the positives around us.
Well, the Opportunity Agenda's mission is moving hearts and minds as well as policy towards greater social justice and opportunity for everyone. And that crucial piece of moving hearts, there's some things that a report, data, the best arguments in the world can't do in terms of moving hearts that arts and culture can. It touches you in a different way. It speaks to a different part of your brain. So I think it's equally important.